What if I told you that the way you wash your body right now is actually leaving behind millions of toxins, dead skin cells, and disease-triggering bacteria that your regular soap simply cannot remove? Most seniors believe a quick shower equals clean, but hidden research suggests the opposite. After 60, the skin's natural renewal and drainage systems slow down dramatically. Waste builds up beneath the surface, blocking circulation, trapping inflammatory debris, and quietly stressing the immune system day after day. Scientists found that this buildup does not stay on the skin. It interferes with lymph flow, stiffens joints, weighs down the legs, and slowly feeds the very conditions that steal strength, balance, and independence. Here's where it gets unsettling. In a series of overlooked longevity studies, researchers compared older adults who washed their bodies the usual way with those who followed very specific scrubbing methods. The difference was impossible to ignore. The second group showed reduced swelling, warmer legs, improved balance, faster walking speed, and lower markers tied to chronic disease risk. One researcher described it as watching the body clear decades of internal waste through the skin. Soap cleans the surface. These methods activate something far deeper. They wake up the lymphatic system, your body's internal cleanup highway. They stimulate tiny blood vessels trapped under layers of dead skin. They send signals back to the brain that improve muscle response and stability. The most disturbing part is this: almost no one is ever taught how to scrub correctly. Most people unknowingly seal waste in instead of flushing it out. That's why in this video we will reveal the 5 body scrubbing methods scientists uncovered, ranked from least to most powerful, and stick around because number 2 can activate the body's deepest cleanup pathway and dramatically protect your ability to keep walking toward 100. You can find the scientific sources that informed this breakdown waiting for you in the description below. But before we dive in, here's a quick question. How old are you? We're reading and replying to every single comment. Now, without any further ado, let's start with number 5, a simple scrubbing mistake almost everyone makes that silently blocks circulation before the real benefits can even begin. Number 5, sugar scrubbing for cellular renewal and toxin release. Your skin cells are dying at an alarming rate, and most people have absolutely no idea how much this affects their overall health and ability to fight disease. Every single minute of every day, between 30,000 and 40,000 dead skin cells fall off your body, but here is the problem that nobody talks about. Not all of them actually leave. Many of these dead cells stick around, clogging your pores, blocking your sweat glands, and creating a barrier that prevents your body from properly eliminating toxins through perspiration. When you sweat, your body is trying to push out waste products and harmful substances. But if there is a layer of dead cells acting like a dam, those toxins have nowhere to go and end up getting reabsorbed back into your system. This is where sugar scrubbing comes in as a gentle but incredibly effective solution that can transform your skin health and, by extension, your entire immune function. Sugar, specifically natural cane sugar or brown sugar, has granules that are perfectly sized to remove dead skin without causing the microscopic tears that harsher exfoliants create. When you gently rub sugar across your skin, it dissolves slowly as it works, which means it becomes gentler as you go rather than staying abrasive the whole time. This self-dissolving property makes sugar one of the safest and most effective exfoliants available, especially for older adults whose skin may be more delicate than it used to be. But the benefits go far beyond simple exfoliation. Sugar contains natural glycolic acid, a compound that penetrates deep into the skin and encourages the production of new, healthy cells at a faster rate than your body would produce them on its own. A study published in the Journal of Dermatological Science found that regular glycolic acid application increased collagen production by 27% and improved skin barrier function significantly. When your skin barrier works better, fewer pathogens can enter your body through microscopic cracks and openings, and more toxins can exit through normal perspiration without getting blocked along the way. The researchers also noted improvements in skin hydration and elasticity, which are important factors in maintaining the skin's protective capabilities as we age. To get the maximum benefit from sugar scrubbing, you want to mix about half a cup of organic cane sugar with enough olive oil or coconut oil to create a paste that holds together but still feels grainy when you rub it between your fingers. The oil serves 2 important purposes here. It helps the sugar glide across your skin without scratching or causing irritation, and it provides deep moisturization that keeps your skin supple and healthy after the dead cells are removed. Some people like to add a tablespoon of raw honey to the mixture, which provides additional antibacterial properties and helps the scrub stick to your skin better during application. Start at your feet and work your way up your body using gentle circular motions, spending about 30 seconds on each area and paying special attention to your elbows, knees, heels, and any areas where the skin feels rough or thick. The best time to do this is in a warm shower after your pores have opened up from the steam, but before you use any soap that might interfere with the absorption of the beneficial oils. Rinse thoroughly with warm water first to remove the sugar granules, then finish with cool water to close your pores and lock in all the benefits. When you practice sugar scrubbing 2 to 3 times per week, you are essentially resetting your skin's natural renewal cycle and giving your body a much better chance to fight off disease through its primary protective barrier. Many people notice softer, smoother skin within the first week, but the real benefits to your immune system build up over time as your body becomes more efficient at eliminating toxins and absorbing beneficial compounds through healthier skin. But sugar scrubbing is just the beginning of what your body truly needs to optimize its defenses. Before we go any deeper, tap like and subscribe so you don't miss the game-changing advice coming up. Number 4. Sea salt scrubbing for deep mineral therapy and bacterial defense. There is a reason why people have traveled to the Dead Sea for thousands of years seeking healing from chronic conditions that nothing else could touch, and modern science has finally uncovered exactly why salt therapy works so incredibly well for disease prevention. Sea salt contains over 80 essential trace minerals that your body desperately needs but rarely gets enough of from modern food sources, including magnesium, potassium, calcium, zinc, selenium, and dozens of others that play crucial roles in everything from nerve function to immune response. When you scrub your body with sea salt, these minerals do not just sit on your skin waiting to be washed away, they actually absorb directly into your tissues through a process called dermal absorption that bypasses the digestive system entirely. By scrubbing with sea salt, you are essentially giving your body a mineral infusion through the most direct route possible, allowing these vital nutrients to reach your cells without having to survive the harsh environment of your digestive tract first. But the benefits of sea salt scrubbing go even further than mineral absorption. The crystalline structure of sea salt acts as a natural antibacterial agent, killing harmful microorganisms on the skin surface while leaving the beneficial bacteria that protect you completely unharmed. This selective antibacterial action is something that chemical sanitizers and harsh soaps cannot achieve. They tend to kill everything indiscriminately, which actually weakens your skin's natural protective microbiome over time. The slightly rough texture of sea salt also stimulates blood flow to the skin surface, bringing fresh oxygen and nutrients to cells that might otherwise become sluggish and unhealthy due to poor circulation. To prepare the perfect sea salt scrub, combine 1 cup of fine sea salt, making sure to use real sea salt and not table salt, which has been stripped of its minerals and loaded with anti-caking chemicals, with half a cup of a carrier oil like almond oil, jojoba oil, or even olive oil from your kitchen. You can add a few drops of essential oils like lavender for relaxation or eucalyptus for respiratory benefits if you want additional therapeutic effects, but the salt and oil alone are incredibly powerful even without any additions. Apply this mixture to damp skin using firm but gentle pressure, moving in long strokes towards your heart to encourage lymphatic flow and help the minerals absorb more effectively. The key is to spend at least 3 to 4 minutes on the process, allowing the minerals time to begin absorbing into your skin while the mechanical action of the salt crystals stimulates circulation and removes dead cells. Focus extra attention on areas like your feet, lower legs, and arms where circulation tends to be weaker, as these areas will benefit most from the increased blood flow. Rinse with warm water and pat your skin dry gently rather than rubbing vigorously, which allows a thin layer of the mineral-rich oil to remain on your skin and continue absorbing for hours afterward, even after you get dressed. Practice this method twice per week, and within a month, you will likely notice improvements not just in your skin appearance and texture, but in your energy levels, sleep quality, and overall sense of well-being as your body finally gets the minerals it has been starving for. Now that we have covered the foundation of mineral therapy, let us move to something even more powerful for your circulation. Number 3, coffee ground scrubbing for circulation supercharge and antioxidant protection. Most people throw their used coffee grounds straight into the garbage or compost bin without realizing they are discarding one of the most potent circulation-boosting substances known to science, something that expensive spas charge hundreds of dollars to apply to their clients' bodies. Caffeine, the same compound that wakes up your brain and gets you moving when you drink your morning cup, has a remarkable and well-documented effect on blood vessels and blood flow when applied directly to the skin rather than consumed orally. Multiple studies have demonstrated that topical caffeine can increase peripheral blood circulation by up to 400% in the treated areas, which means 4 times as much oxygen and nutrients reaching your cells compared to before the treatment. When blood flows freely and powerfully through your body, it carries immune cells exactly where they need to go to fight off invaders, removes waste products and toxins before they can accumulate and cause damage, and keeps every tissue from your brain to your toes functioning at its peak capacity. Coffee grounds also contain powerful antioxidants called chlorogenic acids that neutralize free radicals, the unstable molecules that damage cells, accelerate aging, and contribute to everything from wrinkles to cancer. These antioxidants absorb through your skin just like the caffeine does, providing protection at the cellular level that lasts long after you rinse off the scrub. The slightly rough texture of coffee grounds also provides excellent mechanical exfoliation, removing dead skin cells and stimulating the skin in ways that complement the chemical benefits of the caffeine and antioxidants perfectly. To create an effective coffee grounds scrub that maximizes all these benefits, save your used grounds from your morning brew and let them dry slightly so they are damp but not dripping wet, as excess moisture can dilute the beneficial compounds and make the scrub harder to apply evenly. Mix about half a cup of these grounds with 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, which has its own antibacterial and moisturizing properties, and 1 tablespoon of raw honey, which adds additional antibacterial benefits and helps bind the mixture together into a spreadable consistency. The texture should be thick and noticeably gritty, but still easy to spread across your skin without clumping or falling off before you can massage it in. Apply this mixture to your entire body using vigorous circular motions, really taking the time to massage it deeply into areas where circulation tends to be poorest, like your lower legs, feet, hands, and anywhere you tend to feel cold or notice slower healing. The caffeine begins absorbing almost immediately upon contact with your skin, so leave the scrub on your body for 5 to 10 minutes before rinsing to allow maximum penetration of all those beneficial compounds into your deeper tissues. You might notice a slight tingling or warming sensation as the caffeine dilates your blood vessels and dramatically increases blood flow to the surface. This is completely normal and actually indicates that the treatment is working exactly as it should. Some people even notice that their skin looks slightly flushed or pink after coffee scrubbing, which is simply visible evidence of all that extra blood bringing oxygen and nutrients to cells that were previously underserved. Use this scrub 3 to 4 times per week for optimal results, and within just a few weeks, you should notice warmer extremities even in cold weather, faster healing of small cuts and scrapes, and an overall sense of vitality and energy that comes from having truly healthy circulation delivering what your cells need. But as powerful as coffee scrubbing is for circulation, there is something even more important for your body's internal cleansing systems. Number 2, natural bristle dry brushing for lymphatic activation and immune optimization. Your lymphatic system is the unsung hero of your immune function, a vast network of vessels, nodes, and organs that runs throughout your entire body collecting waste, toxins, dead cells, bacteria, viruses, and other pathogens for processing and elimination. Without a properly functioning lymphatic system, your body would essentially drown in its own waste products within a matter of days, which gives you some idea of how critically important this overlooked system really is. But here is something that most people never learn from their doctors or even from health classes in school: your lymphatic system has no pump of its own. Unlike your circulatory system, which has your powerful heart pushing blood through your arteries and veins 24 hours a day without any conscious effort on your part, lymph fluid only moves when you physically move it through muscle contractions during exercise, deep breathing that compresses and releases the lymph vessels, or external stimulation that manually pushes the fluid through its channels. Dry brushing with a natural bristle brush is one of the most effective and accessible ways to manually stimulate lymphatic flow, essentially giving your immune system the jumpstart it desperately needs to function at full capacity. To practice dry brushing correctly and get maximum benefits, you need a brush with natural bristles, not synthetic plastic bristles, which do not provide the same stimulation. That is firm enough to activate the lymph vessels beneath your skin, but not so hard that it scratches or damages your skin surface. The brush should have a long handle so you can comfortably reach your entire back and the backs of your legs without straining. Always brush on completely dry skin, ideally first thing in the morning before your shower or bath, because wet skin stretches and is more susceptible to damage from the bristles, and dry brushing is more effective at stimulating lymph flow than brushing on damp or wet skin. Start at your feet and brush upward toward your heart using long, firm, sweeping strokes, always moving in the direction that lymph naturally flows, which is toward the major lymph node clusters in your groin, armpits, and neck. When you reach your legs, use long strokes from ankle to hip, overlapping slightly with each stroke to ensure complete coverage. When you reach your arms, start at your fingertips and brush toward your shoulders, again, always moving toward your heart and the major lymph nodes. For your back, brush from the lower spine upward toward your shoulders, and for your chest and stomach, brush gently toward the center of your body where many important lymph nodes are concentrated around your breastbone and in your abdominal cavity. Each area of your body should receive about 10 to 15 firm strokes, and the entire process takes only 5 to 7 minutes once you get into a comfortable rhythm that you can do almost automatically each morning. Your skin should appear slightly pink when you finish, indicating increased blood flow to the surface, but should never be red, irritated, scratched, or painful. If it is, you are brushing too hard and need to use lighter pressure. Practice dry brushing every single morning before your shower without exception, and within 2 weeks, you'll likely notice visibly reduced puffiness, especially in your face and ankles, clearer and healthier looking skin, and significantly increased energy throughout the day as your body finally gets the help it needs to eliminate accumulated toxins that have been weighing down your system for years. This single practice could add years to your life, but now we've arrived at the most important method of all. Number 1. Cold water finishing for complete immune system transformation and disease resistance. Everything we have discussed so far has been building toward this final revelation, the one technique that study after study after study shows can dramatically slash your risk of disease, supercharge your immune function, and potentially add decades of healthy, vibrant life. Cold water exposure, particularly when used as a finishing rinse at the end of your warm shower or bath, triggers a powerful cascade of biological responses that literally transform your immune system from the cellular level up in ways that no pill, supplement, or medical treatment can replicate. This is not folk wisdom passed down without evidence or ancient tradition that has never been scientifically validated. This is cutting-edge research from the world's most prestigious medical institutions and peer-reviewed journals confirming what cold water practitioners in cultures around the world have known intuitively for thousands of years. Scientists at the Academic Medical Center in Amsterdam found that regular cold water exposure increases the production of white blood cells, the soldiers and guards of your immune system, by stimulating your bone marrow to create more of these critical disease-fighting cells than it would produce under normal, comfortable conditions. Your body interprets the cold as a mild stress signal that it needs to prepare defenses against, and it responds by ramping up immune cell production so you are better equipped to handle whatever threats you might encounter. Regular cold exposure also triggers the release of norepinephrine, both a hormone and a neurotransmitter that has powerful effects throughout your body, including reducing inflammation by up to 50% according to some carefully controlled studies. Inflammation, as you probably know if you have been paying attention to health research over the past decade, is the underlying driver of almost every chronic disease that shortens lives and reduces quality of life as we age, from heart disease and stroke to diabetes to arthritis to Alzheimer's disease and dementia. The technique for incorporating cold water finishing into your daily routine is simple to understand but requires consistency and gradual progression to deliver its full remarkable results. After you complete your normal warm shower, including any of the scrubbing treatments we discussed earlier, which work beautifully in combination with cold finishing, turn the water temperature to cold as your tap will go, and remain under the spray for 30 seconds to start as a beginner, gradually building up to 2 or 3 minutes as your tolerance improves over the following weeks. When you first turn the water cold, start by letting it hit your feet and lower legs, and gradually let it flow over your thighs, hips, stomach, chest, back, shoulders, and arms, saving your head and face for last if you choose to include them at all. The first few times you practice cold finishing will feel genuinely shocking to your system. Your breath will catch involuntarily, your heart will race, and every instinct will scream at you to jump out of that cold water immediately and return to warmth and comfort. But this acute stress response is exactly what triggers all the beneficial adaptations we discussed. Your body does not change and improve when it is comfortable. It changes when it is challenged and needs to become stronger to survive. Within a week or 2 of consistent daily practice, your body will adapt remarkably quickly, and the cold will begin to feel invigorating, refreshing, and even pleasant rather than painful and unbearable. Many dedicated practitioners of cold water therapy report that they actually begin to crave the cold water sensation because of how energized, alert, and vibrantly alive it makes them feel for hours afterward, and they find warm showers unsatisfying by comparison. For maximum immune-boosting benefit and every single shower with cold water, 365 days per year without taking breaks, and gradually increase the duration as your tolerance builds from the initial 30 seconds toward the optimal range of 90 seconds to 3 minutes that research suggests provides peak immune enhancement. Some extremely dedicated practitioners eventually work up to 5 or even 10 minutes of cold exposure, taking cold baths or swimming in cold natural bodies of water, and report extraordinary health benefits. But even 30 seconds daily provides substantial measurable improvements in immune function that can protect you from disease and keep you healthy for years to come. When you combine all 5 of these body scrubbing and stimulation methods into a regular weekly routine, you create a comprehensive system for supporting your body's natural disease-fighting abilities that addresses your health from multiple complementary angles simultaneously. Sugar scrubbing removes the dead cell barrier that prevents proper toxin elimination and keeps your skin renewal cycle functioning optimally. Sea salt scrubbing infuses your body with over 80 essential minerals while killing harmful bacteria and supporting your skin's protective microbiome. Coffee ground scrubbing supercharges your circulation so that immune cells, oxygen, and nutrients can reach every tissue that needs them. Natural bristle dry brushing activates the lymphatic system that clears waste, dead cells, and pathogens that would otherwise accumulate and cause disease. And cold water finishing transforms your immune response at the deepest cellular level while slashing the chronic inflammation that drives virtually every disease of aging. Together, these 5 practices work synergistically, each one enhancing the benefits of the others, to create protection far greater than any single method could achieve alone. If you found this information valuable and want to keep learning about natural health practices that can help you live a longer, healthier, more vibrant life well into your 80s, 90s, and beyond, please hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications so you never miss our upcoming videos. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.